I like this board a lot. The Arc60 is a 60% keyboard from Vertex, made of an aluminum case with a brass or aluminum weight. It can come in WinKey, WinKeyless, or HHKB layout with a multitude of anodized or matrix-coated colors. During one of the in-stock drop sales on clickclack.io, I went with the rock matrix-coated case with the brass weight in the HHKB layout. The symmetry of the HHKB form appealed to me. It also utilized split backspace, split right shift, and blockers where the control keys usually sit. Now, the box that the board came in was immaculately designed. The foam inside was cut perfectly to house the keyboard and accessories. I did find some foam dust, but fortunately the case was wrapped for protection. Alright, with the unboxing out of the way, let's start building this thing. Vertex was generous to supply both a solder and hot swap PCB with this kit. I assembled the first build with the hot swap PCB using cherry clip-ins and Clackbits. Even stock, the Clackbits sounded great in hand. No spring ping, but some switches in my batch had leaf tick. The kit came with an aluminum plate, so after I placed all the switches in, I applied the gaskets to the plate. All that was left was to connect the JST cable and screw on the top case. On went GMK Godspeed, and here's how it sounded. The board had a pleasant clacky sound signature. The combination with the Clackbits made it have a relatively loud and higher pitch sound, but without losing out on some fullness. The spacebar had a nice pop, and combined with a comfortable 7-degree typing angle, I thoroughly enjoyed typing on this initial build. Now the big thing for me. This was my first solder build. I've already heard many praises about the plateless configuration, and I bought the Arc60 specifically for this option. I was lent this 3D printed alignment accessory that helped to keep the switches secure as I flipped the PCB over, and also keep all the switches straight as I soldered it into the board plateless. Shout out to Wise Donkey and Alea Agnifolia for this helpful tool. Armed with my dad's soldering iron and some other soldering accessories, I was ready to lose my soldering virginity. I took the time to make sure all the switches were flush with the PCB. And after I was done, I felt so accomplished finally soldering switches myself. Changing to plateless also required me to flip this aluminum midpiece so that the plateless assembly would rest at the same height as the plated build. After placing the gaskets and screwing the midpiece to the top case, the plateless build was complete. Here's how it sounds. And for funsies, I also tried PBT. Here's a sound test with GMK Charcoal. The plateless experience is great. Without the aluminum plate, it gives the board a comfortable flex during typing. The spacebar sounds full and is well balanced with the alphas. The alphas have an openness to them. I would say that the weakest points of the sound would be the number row and the modifiers. As far as ABS versus PBT, ABS sounded brighter and more full, while PBT was slightly more muted. The difference was slight, but I still preferred the ABS sound, mostly due to the spacebar. I thoroughly enjoyed building the Arc60. Soldering turned out to be a great experience, and the board was comfortable to type on for long periods of time. As I got more used to the HHKB layout, I felt more productive than I usually was. I found myself wanting to type more with this board. Whenever I wasn't at my desk, I thought about the next time I would be able to type on it. This board made me even want to type and script out a full voiceover video, so I want to thank you for watching the result of that effort. I have included my full thoughts on the build in the description below, but it's basically this: the combination of the beautiful case, clean sound, and comfortable typing feel made me happy. Now, isn't that a thing of beauty in any hobby? Thanks for watching. This is your friendly neighborhood key apothecary. Hope to see you on the next video. Take it easy.